Kane Vision welcomes in Frank Haith, the head men's basketball coach at the University of Tulsa. A little preview of the season coming up on Friday at noon against Lamar. Be here at the Reynolds Center. Coach, how excited are you for this season?
Well, I'm excited, big time. I think, obviously we had a down season last year in perspective of what we've done 2 years before. But these guys have been through so much. To come back this year with more experience, know a little bit more about our team, it brings a lot of excitement to our program.
And as you have gone through the 2 exhibition games, very good performances, what did you learn about your team?
You know, we're an unselfish team. You get 21 assists and 25 assists. I think we're sharing the basketball, and I know our opponents are not the quality in terms of the level of talent we're going to play here come Friday. Mm-hmm. But I've been really encouraged by how we share the ball, how we play good team defense, and we look like we like each other.
20 of 34 from 3, from beyond the 3, and you'd have to look back in the records to see how often it is Tulsa's made 23s. But boy, that was a nice performance in the game against Missouri S&T, and they were open shots. It wasn't like they were guarded shots. They were created by your offense, it seemed. You know,
Bruce, one thing we want to do from first exhibition to the second exhibition is show improvement, and I think we did that. Obviously, we shot the ball extremely well. Gino comes off the bench, gets 4 threes. Corey Henderson obviously had a tremendous night, 6 threes. But it was a lot of guys make threes in that game, and I think that's the beauty of our team. I think we could put 5 guys out there, all can make a 3.
Let's talk a little bit about the newcomers, the guys that Tulsa fans will be seeing out there on the court for the first time. Who are you most impressed with?
I'm not gonna leave out anybody. So I think all those guys are capable. From Elijah Joyner to Darian Jackson to Daquan Jeffries to Kern Scott. I think all 4 will have impact this year at some point in time. They will all be they're very valuable. We've done a good job, our staff done a good job of surrounding our team, our returning team, with quality depth, and I think those 4 guys all will have impact.
And they all do something a little bit different for you, don't they?
Yeah, Darian Jackson I think could be a great defender. Elijah Joyner is a great leader, passer. Daquan Jeffries gives us presence and he can score. And then Kern Scott, I think, does a little bit of everything. I think he's in the 2 exhibition games. I think Tulsa Nation will see that he's a guy that I think our fans will love in terms of how he plays the game. He's kind of deceptive in terms of how he looks out there. But I mean, he gets a lot of things done.
Yeah, he's got some savvy, and talk about savvy. Joyner, your freshman guard, gets 11 rebounds the other day.
11 rebounds and I think 7 assists.
Yes.
I mean, he's a guy that I think is a tremendous leader already as a freshman. I'm excited about his future. I mean, he has great presence on the court, great command with the ball, and that's what you want with your point guard.
And the guys coming back, how have they improved in terms of the veterans that you have coming back that saw the bullets fly last year?
Bruce, I think every guy's made great improvements. I mean, a guy like Junior E2, who was our leading scorer, you say, well, he's made great improvements. His body's looking good. He's more assertive. Corey Henderson, I think, now understands what his role is. I mean, he tried to play him a little bit of point guard last year. He knows now I can play off the ball and be who I am. I think Jaleel Wheeler has been, we want him to be more defender, rebounder type player, and he's embraced that so far. All those guys have come back with good mindset and made great improvements in their game. Lawson Creda, I think he's a guy that now, we can still, look for some things from him in terms of shooting the basketball. So every guy on our team has made some great improvements.
Yeah, Martin Zebganu obviously has improved and gotten stronger as well. And then Sterling Taplin, I see him as less is more, meaning you can play him less because you have some depth at your guard position, and yet you may get more out of him.
Yeah, and those are 2 guys I didn't mention, but because they made great strides throughout the year, Martin and Sterling. And I think we all know Sterling has a chance to be one of the better guards in this league. And then you look at Martin's in terms of what he's done, and he's changed his whole game. Being a perimeter player in high school now, being a low post presence, and we got to get him the ball more. We've got to get him, when he get 2 feet in that paint, he shows us his numbers. We got to get him the ball. And I think both those guys made great strides, and people wouldn't know that Martin's has come off a knee injury that he had in the summertime. They kept him sidelined about 5 weeks, so he's now getting back to full strength. And but you made a good comment about Sterling. I think he got worn down at the end of the last year, and I think he's made, with the addition of Elijah we're still depending on him to do great things for us.
Sure.
But he'll have a chance to have a great end of the year as opposed to how good he was in the middle of the year.
And as we wrap it up, we've talked about this already on the radio show, but seems to be a good chemistry.
We do have guys. I think our locker room is very good, Bruce. I think, when you have a team that they spend time together off the court, and you feel that. I even watched our exhibition game, and I always watching the bench reaction during the games.
Sure.
And our guys have, we haven't had to tell them to get involved, and that's part of our identity and who we are and what we want to be. But these guys have embraced that, and they truly care for one another.
So as you await the game on Friday, the first game of the year at noon against Lamar, tell the fans what to expect out of this basketball team.
Well, first I'd like to say Lamar will be a team picked to be second in our league, and much like Jacksonville State last year in terms of a veteran team coming back here, so there will be a really big challenge for us. I hope we have a great crowd, even though it's a noon tip. I think we'll have a good crowd, and you'll see what you see basically in our exhibition. I think a team that's going to play up tempo, be exciting and fun to watch play. I think you'll see a team that's going to grow as the year progresses, and I'm excited about the start of the season.
I can't wait. I know you can't wait, right?
Exactly. I think this team has been chomping at the bit to play, get the season started, and Friday we get kicked off at noon.
All right, noon on Friday, Tulsa Lamar at the Reynolds Center. Be here for the coach. I'm Bruce. So long.